The title of the book is Toddler Talking: How to Boost Your Child's Language and Brain Development in 3 Easy Steps. The title of the book is Toddler Talking, but I actually talk about language development in the first 3 years. How did I come to write about that? I saw as a parent that there are so many misconceptions about helping babies and young kids learn to talk. I'd see stress and pressure on both ends. So on one end, I would see parents where their 2-year-old is not yet talking, maybe doesn't say even mama, doesn't say a single word, and they're worried. But their worries get invalidated. Sometimes people tell them, no, it's too early to worry about that. Don't worry, I know so. And he didn't talk until he was 4, and then eventually he was so talkative already. And then we get them in our clinics when they're 4 or 5 because they're having a hard time getting enrolled in school. And by that time, we've missed the best time to help them build their language skills. So that's on one end. On the other end, I see also the opposite thing happening. I would see mom who is maybe she's the mom of a 1-year-old or an 18-month-old, and then people are telling her, you have to get your child to learn the alphabet. And she starts to get pressured, trying to do drills with alphabet flashcards. And I get a lot of questions about this. Like, I tried to get my 1-year-old or my 18-month-old to do flashcards, and they're not interested. Or they're worried because their 3-year-old doesn't know how to read yet. So there's this stress and pressure about that. And a lot of people feel that when you talk about helping kids learn to talk, it's about helping them memorize the alphabet or knowing shapes and colors or naming flashcards. And many would feel stressed about this when actually what we need to focus on during the toddler years are our conversational skills. It's knowing how to use language in everyday conversations, in communicating what they need, in talking about the things that they're interested in. And this isn't just memorizing the words by rote, but knowing how to use it properly, combining it with the nonverbal aspects. Because when we talk about language, it's both verbal and nonverbal. It's also about eye contact. It's also about gestures. And these are the things that I talk about in the book. It's a very, very short book. In fact, there was a mom she was the mom of a 1-year-old, and then she said, I finished the whole book during my baby's nap. She was so happy about that. It's a short book. It helps parents know what they can do from birth onwards. It's actually for the first 3 years of life. Even if it's toddler talking, I have an entire chapter about babies. And I designed it in a way that parents can use the strategies here to boost their language skills even as busy parents. There's a lot of misconception that that if we want to help kids learn, we have to, let's say, earmark a certain time. We're going to do activities, we're going to do lessons. But that's not the case because babies and young kids actually learn best throughout the day in everyday activities. So in this book, what you will be learning are strategies that you can do all throughout the day using what you're already doing anyway. So you're already having meal times with your kids, or getting them to take a bath, having a bedtime routine, going on trips with them outside the house, taking them on errands. These are all things that you can do as you do these with your kids. So it's not like the other strategies on the internet where you have to prepare for the activities, you have to get a bunch of materials, you have to get a bunch of lessons. You use what you're already doing anyway. And this is actually going to be more effective because research shows that kids learn best when their learning is tied to everyday situations, when their learning is tied to something relevant that's happening in the environment around them.